Oh no, I haven't uploaded in a week. What am I gonna do? Alright, let's break it down to its first principle. What's the fundamental truth that lies in all of my videos? What's a low effort video idea that can still get views? Oh, I know. Revisiting past traumatic experiences. That'll surely get views. Story time number 2. I bet you guys weren't ready for this. Anyways, let's just ignore the big elephant in the room, which is my upload schedule, and just enjoy the Roman circus. Oh yeah. Wait a minute, this sounds like I'm forming a government. Anyhow, this happened months ago last year. I thought I wasn't ever going to see this year's fireworks because a mosquito and I had been through a lot of bloody battles. Actually, I had dueled 5 of these mosquitoes in one-on-one combat because they reproduced and handed down the big task which her grandfather wasn't able to achieve, and that was to give me dengue. Let me just introduce the prequel to this story. This probably happened, I don't know, 2 to 3 years ago, where I was casually walking back to my room, then suddenly, a mosquito the size of my thumbprint just jump scared me. It was an ambush. I was dazed and confused. The only power move available is closing the lights and the door to the room, slowly backing away, and never went there even after it was past my bedtime an hour ago. Okay, stop making fun of me. That was an assassination attempt. The only reason how I'm still alive from that encounter was that I was in the living room giving me spawn protection. Then I learned that these guys were called crane flies. Apparently they are harmless and they don't bite. But I am not taking any chances because that one mosquito came flying right towards me, and Google is telling me that I shouldn't be worried about it. Bruh. Oh no, there's 10 dudes with full netherite armor with sharpness 5 swords running right towards me. Oh wait, Google's telling me they're friendly. This should be fine. Google's never wrong. Why are they drinking strength potions? The pictures Google showed me didn't look like the same one I had faced in my bedroom. I am willing to bet that they thought this mosquito had gone extinct 50 years ago, but I found one in my bedroom. So I definitely wasn't going to tell my parents that I ran away from a 2-foot mosquito that appeared out of nowhere. They'd laugh at me, and they'd tell this story to everyone in their Facebook's friends list. You know what? If I'm gonna die, I'm going to die with dignity. So I still went to bed even if the mosquito would be acting like the monster under my bed, just crawling on my ceiling. Surprisingly, I am still alive and I never found that mosquito again until fast forward 2 years and 4 months. I saw the same species of mosquito. But little did that mosquito know I had been preparing for the last 2 years. I have acquired battle tactics from playing Skywars non-stop and learned from the ancient textbooks of classical literature. Life is like a storm, my young friend. You will bask in the sunlight one moment, be shattered on the rocks the next. What makes you a man is what you do when that storm comes. You must look into that storm and shout as you did in Rome. Do your worst, for I will do mine. Then the fates will know you as we know you, as Albert Mondego, the man! I've been preparing myself for this one gleaming moment to restore my honor. Your great-grandfather 20 generations ago couldn't get me. What makes you think you can? I see. You are determined. I shall give you a warrior's death. So after about 20 more hits to confirm the murder, I got a hammer and... Oh wait, my floor tiles would be destroyed for one joke on a YouTube video, never mind. Battle analysis. If I couldn't match the mosquito speed and evasive prowess, I thought I would need a weapon with a good wide attack matched with the power of prediction from Rod PvP in Minecraft. The ultimate weapon came in mind. The doormat. The doormat has 10 attack, 30 speed, 38 dexterity, and it has the special ability to restrict free will. Now that's the weapon of a warrior. After that encounter, another few months later, another one of its children came to have a sparring match with me. This time, he was clinging onto the wall way too often, so maybe he watched the last fight, or maybe these battle tactics were passed on verbally to adapt. Maybe to defeat me. They had a whole training arc. Maybe they're training their children like Shaolin monks up in the mountains. They don't care about their free will as well. I don't care if it's a mosquito. I have to observe their fighting patterns and not be complacent in battle. I think Musashi would be proud of me. But problem solved. I threw the doormat on the wall. It fell down to the ground and applied the number one rule of thumb, which is to hit it 20 times and make sure it's dead. Because last time when I didn't do that, I lifted up the mat and it was still alive and I almost had a small panic attack. It could have blown away too. So the same pattern continued for 2 more mosquitoes. I get jump scared and kill the mosquito before it attacks once. Because those guys are one hit kill. But those guys can also one hit kill. I can't catch a break, man. I could not catch a break because mosquitoes would be flanking my window if I took a nap. It's disturbing my sleep schedule as well. And then the decisive battle happened. The final and 5th mosquito that I have met. The final boss. This guy was a beast. He was ducking under the bed, under the covers of the shadows. It blended right in and camouflaged. This guy was a PvP legend. He had been training all his life to defeat me. He had trained up in the mountains then came back down to avenge his fallen ancestors. I was forced to retreat and close the doors to isolate him in that room. I cannot let him out alive for the reason that he disturbed my sleep schedule. I suited up with 3 masks and I very nearly bought a hazmat suit online. With my hidden ace, a bottle of pesticide, which I should have really just used in the first place rather than using a doormat to suffocate them and beat them up, which I thought was more humane than killing them up with mustard gas, mind you. Whenever I appeared, he would go on walls or under the bed to evade my attacks. That's why I had to use my trump card. When he saw me get in that room, he straight up came flying right at me. I wonder where he learned that from. He learned this battle tactic to pressure me into another retreat, which he learned from the first mosquito I faced. I am telling you guys, these mosquitoes are more sentient than Skywars players. But he was slow now because he was tired of flying around and doing these advanced maneuvers. But then I sprayed him directly with pesticide, point blank range, get owned. He flew away under the bed, but only after he realized what was going on. It was already too late because I sprayed every corner of the room with pesticide, and then after a few minutes his corpse was presented to me. From that point on, that breed of mosquitoes never bothered me again. Southeast Asia is scary, guys. You may very well think that these mosquitoes are antagonists at this point of the story, which rightfully so. But I see them as warriors I fought to the death with. A true meaning of size doesn't matter. If you can contract poison in your own body and able to inject them in other living creatures. These 5 will go down in my history book as the 5 great inconveniences of my adolescence period. Godspeed to wherever their souls have gone to. And with that, rest in peace, the 5 great mosquito warriors in history. Wait a minute. Is this an Attack on Titan reference?